Hello dear listeners, this is a very simple and easy example of Bayes' theorem, and as I already discussed that Bayes' theorem or Bayes' law is actually used to predict about the future given we have historical data. So here we have some historical data about tooth and cavity. The probability of cavity in average in a person is 0.1. It means nearly 10% people have cavity in their teeth, and the probability of toothache is 0.05, which means on the average 5% people have toothache in their teeth. So, and this is the probability of cavity given toothache. It means if a person has toothache, there are 80% chances he will also have cavity. So cavity given he has toothache, the probability of cavity he has toothache is 0.8. So this is historical data, and we have to find the probability of toothache given the cavity. It means given a person has cavity, what are the chances that he may have toothache? So depending upon the answer of this probability, we can decide whether the doctor should give the patient painkiller or not. So the prescription of the painkiller will really depend upon the answer of this this value. So let's solve this problem. And as you know, in the Bayes theorem, probability of B given A is equal to probability of A given B into probability of B whole divided by probability of A. So by putting the values in this formula, we have probability of toothache given the cavity is probability of cavity given toothache into probability of toothache whole divided by probability of cavity, and this has the value has 0.8, and for this we have 0.05, and for this we have 0.1. So putting the values in this formula, the answer is 0.4, and it means given a person has cavity, he has 40% chances of toothache. So the chances of toothache are less than half or less than 50%. So depending upon this answer, we can say that doctor should not prescribe painkiller for the patient if the patient has cavity, because there are less than 50% chances of toothache. So this is a very interesting or simple example of Bayes' theorem. For a more detailed example, please watch the next video.